Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to this very much needed update on SUI. We're going to do a full update on SUI, the current situation. Is there any hope in SUI at this point of time? We'll talk about some fundamentals in general, everything you need to know, I think, right now, short term and medium term on SUI. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. Now, ultimately, the last time I covered SUI, which I think was in a live stream in the beginning of November, I said that I thought it was most likely that we would hold 1.95 and this level in general between 1.65 and 1.95, which you can see as well is the critical support level we have. I thought it was most likely we would be able to hold that, but honestly, that video and those thoughts were made during much different market circumstances, right? I mean, after that, and I also warned for that in my videos back then, if the fundamentals deteriorate, which they did, we can actually drop down lower. And that is what happened. As you can see, we dropped down below the spike we had right here at 1.8, dropped down below that, retested it, and since then, the selling has been relentless, right? And the selling, obviously, in the entire market has been quite relentless. But I think the situation for SUI is a little bit more dire, and this is the first time that I would say, I mean, for a very long time, I've said, you know, SUI is actually relatively strong, and we held up very well, as you can see, during the entire period of July until the beginning of October. We had some beautiful bullish momentum right here in June as well, so there have definitely been times where SUI has actually performed extremely well, right? That's definitely the case, and you should not forget that. But the situation right now is not great. I mean, purely structurally, we have fallen below one of the most critical levels that SUI has, right? And that is that level right here, ultimately between $2 and 1.7. We have consolidated in that area. We found resistance at that area. We have found support at that area. But in general, it's just a very important level. Whether the price is trading above that or whether the price is trading below that and how the price reacts to the level matters a lot. And if you see selling like this going through the level, like, there's one thing you need to know, and that is that the fundamentals at this point of time are not great. If there's fundamental recovery, so if the volatility index, the VIX, for example, which stands for unrest, if that starts slowly dropping down into 19, into 18, into 17, that would be an amazing sign for the financial markets. Like, then there is still a possibility that SUI reclaims 1.7, 1.8, and that we'll be able to get some recovery and some stability. This is a possibility, but given the way SUI has reacted to 1.8, given the general price action, and given the fundamentals for SUI, which are also very much on the decline, the TVL, but also the DAX trading volumes. The DAX trading volumes are in a downtrend, and at this point of time at the same levels where they were in June, after obviously in May we had that big status hack. It looks more likely to me that this is not going to happen. We're not going to reclaim that level, even if the fundamentals are better. We're maybe going to retest that, but it looks more likely, and the situation, or why the situation for SUI is worse, is that right now we have fallen into this trap. And that is the trap that we created September 2024. September 2024, as some of you might know, we had a lot of bullish momentum for SUI, and we rallied in a matter of, in a matter of weeks, we rallied from $60 to $1.8. Amazing times. But we created a lot of gaps. We created a lot of fair value gaps. And very often what happens when the price starts filling those gaps is it fills all of them. All right. And the lowest gap that we actually have is at least at $1. Okay. So therefore, I would say, given the price action, given the fundamentals, given the breakdown, I would say it's most likely that, sure, we can retest levels to the upside. That's always a possibility, but my general thoughts right now on SUI are bearish. And unless we get some sort of major fundamental de-escalation, so either a rate cut in December being certain, or no more liquidity problems, or peace between Ukraine and Russia, I would expect us to trade down at least to $1, possibly even lower. We are in a downtrend, and I don't see any reason at this point of time to suggest that the downtrend is stopping. Those are my thoughts, unfortunately, at this point of time. I will keep you updated on this, but for now, that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and bye.